Namaste and welcome to today's morning flow. We'll have a gentle and very calm soul flow this morning just to get you started to your day. Everything I do is just an invitation, so if something feels doesn't feel good or hurts, feel free to step back and just take a moment and join the flow whenever you feel like it. In the background you'll hear the water from the little river I am practicing beside. So we'll start laying on our back. Just find a comfortable position here. Let your feet drop out naturally, your palms facing up. And then just start by arriving on your mat, wherever you are right now. Just let your breath flow freely without changing it, starting to notice the way it is. And then with the next exhale, place one or both of your hands on your stomach and start to breathe into your belly. Notice the way your belly rises, gently pushing against the palms of the hands with every inhalation, and how the belly falls with every exhalation. Just putting your attention, your focus on the lower part of your belly. Good. Really consciously breathing. And then with the next exhale, place your hands next to your body again. And let the breath flow freely. And bring your feet close to your buttocks. Bend the elbows so that your fingers are pointing towards the sky. And with the next inhalation, just lift your hips towards the sky. Exhale and gently lowering the hips back on your mat. Inhale, raise your hips, really push them towards the sky, and then exhale, gently lowering vertebra per vertebra back to the mat. Inhale, lift the hips, and exhale, lower them back down. Inhale, raise your hips, exhale, vertebra per vertebra, gently lowering back down. Now bring the right foot on your left upper leg, just below the knee. Flex the right foot, and then inhale and bring your hips back up. Exhale, gently lowering down again. Flow here with your breath. Inhale and really bring those hips up, and exhale. You control whilst you lay your hips back down. And then unravel and bring your left foot on the upper right leg, just below the knee. Flex the left foot. And then inhale and raise your hips again. Exhale, gently lower them back down. Become aware of the sensation in your body, actively bringing the belly button, drawing the belly button back to the backbone. And exhale, unravel your hands back next to your body. And then find your way to all fours, to a tabletop position. Make sure that your knees are just below your waist in one line, and that your shoulder and your wrists are also in one line, hip width and shoulder width apart each. Find your neutral spine here, the middle. Look up, open the chest. Exhale, round through the upper part of your back, let the chin drop. Inhale, lift your head, open the chest. Exhale, really push through the shoulder blades here, making a round back. And then just flow here again with your own breath. Inhaling, really opening the chest, and exhaling, rounding the back, and try to play around here a little bit. Maybe move from left to right, front to back, coming lower, bending your elbows. Just flow freely from side to side. Let your breath guide you. And then slowly find your way back to the neutral tabletop, making sure that your knees are still in line with your hips, and then walk your hands forward, letting the chest and the head rest on the mat. Make sure not to collapse in your lower back, and engage the core muscles, drawing your belly button to the backbone. And then you let the heart melt on the mat, on the floor. This pose is called melting heart, so let's really melt our hearts here, let them flow. And then just lift the right arm and needle it through below the left, and lay on your shoulder, feeling the stretch and the opening between the shoulder blades here. And back to starting position. Inhale, take the left arm and needle it through, coming in a twisted position. And just let your breath flow here. Close your eyes if you haven't done so already, to just really feel your body. But then come back to neutral once again. The next inhalation, come back to tabletop. Exhale, tuck your toes and softly push your hips to the sky. Bend your knees, lift the heels, and then just try if you can bend your knees as much that your belly can rest on the upper legs. And walk through your downward facing dog here. Inhale, lift your right leg, open the hips, and then bring your foot between the hands Inhale, open to the right, lifting the right arm. And then if you'd like to intense the stretch, just let the hip sink down, bring it back up, let it sink down. Exhale, come back. Inhale, lift the arms, come into warrior one. Make sure that the right hip is pulling you back whilst the left one is pushing you forward, squaring the hips. Exhale, come back down, lower the back foot, and then come back up. Bring your hands to your hips and really gently here, stretching and pushing your hips forward. Again, have the feeling that the right leg is pulling you back and the left one is pushing you forward. Enjoy the stretch. Then straightening the right leg, flexing the foot. Have the feeling that your chest reaches for the toes, and with a flat, with the natural curves, kind of straight back. Just lean forward, use your hands to guide you here. This is a really intense stretch, so especially in the morning when your body is still a little bit tired, don't push yourself too much. Bend the front leg, straighten the back leg. Step back into downward facing dog whilst lifting the right foot back up, really feeling you lengthen the back. Bring it back down. Bend your knees again, really bring your belly on the upper legs. Walking your dog, inhale, lift your left leg, opening the hips. Exhale, bring it between the hands. Inhale, turn your body to the left, opening the sides, bringing your left hand up. Again, if you feel like intensifying the stretch, just bringing the hip back up and down. And exhale, come back, inhale, come to warrior one, lifting the upper body. Make sure that your hips are squared, parallel with the short end of the mat. Exhale, come back down. And come back up, square the hips, bend, let the left foot bend, and bring the hips a bit forward. Feeling the stretch, just noticing that gentle stretch here. And then straightening the left leg, flexing the foot again, the feeling that the toes really want to reach your chest, and then use your hands to level. Make sure that your knee is still in one line with the hips. I had to correct that myself, so just check on yourself all the time. Make sure your posture is good, feels nice. Have the feeling that the left hip is pulling you back a bit and the right hip is pushing you. And step back up into Adho Mukha Shavasana, raising the left leg. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, come to plank. Exhale, gently lowering your body back to the floor, resting the forehead on the mat. The hands are next to the shoulders, elbows hugged in, close to the body. And then with the next inhalation, lift your chest just a little bit. Try to make all the movement come from the upper body. Exhale, slowly lower your chest back down. Inhale, really engaging the core, lifting the chest, lifting the head. Exhale, come back down. And one last time. Inhale, the chest, only using the hands to guide you, not to push. Come back down, and then inhale, push your back up to a plank position. Exhale, come back into downward dog, and then walk your feet forward to your hands. Let your knees bend, let the belly rest on the upper legs. Find your hands behind your back, interlacing the fingers. And then let the hands fall away from the back, opening up the shoulders. Rock your body from side to side. Inhale. Raise the arms, come up to chair position. And if you feel like balancing today, just come to your toes, the tip of your toes. Find your hands again behind your back, interlacing the fingers. Belly button draw into the back. And then exhale and let your belly melt on the upper legs again, resting the hands just on the floor or on your legs, letting the head drop down heavy. And find your hands again, interlacing the fingers behind the back. Really moving your upper body, opening up the shoulder blades. Inhale, come back up into chair on your tiptoes. Placing the hands again behind the back, really opening the chest here. And then exhale, come back down into your forward fold. Knees bent. Placing the hands, letting them fall away from the hips and towards the ground. Inhale, come back up one more time. And again, if you feel like it, on your tiptoes, placing the fingers behind the back, opening up the chest and also drawing the belly button to the back to not collapse in the lower back. Exhale, come back down. And then shake your head yes and no. Maybe draw a figure eight, really move around. She becomes soft. And then find your way to the back. And then with the next exhale, just bring the knees to your chest. Bending the knees, finding a 90-degree angle, flexing the toes. And then bring the hands in a T shape alongside your shoulders. Exhale and let the knees drop to the right side. Turning the head to the left if you feel like coming into a deeper twist. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale and let the knees drop to the left side. The head turns to the right. Inhale, come back to center. And if you'd like to intensify the stretch, now straighten the left leg, flexing the foot. Exhale and let the feet drop to the right, grabbing the foot if you like. Inhale, come back to center. Now you can switch the legs, straightening the right leg, and exhale, let them drop to the left. Inhale, come back to center, choose the position that is good for you today. Exhale and now let the feet drop to the right side. Letting the breath flow freely here. You can grab the foot if you like to. Really enjoying this twist. With the next inhale, come back to center. Either switch the legs or keep both bent. Exhale, drop to the left, head turns to the right. And then just really let the breath flow. Close your eyes if you haven't done so already. Just notice the sensations in your body. The next inhale brings you back to starting position. Bend both knees again. And then bring the soles of the feet together, and with the next inhale, let both knees drop out to the side. Lower the feet, bring the hands up next to your head. Exhale, come back to starting position. Inhale, soles of the feet together, the left knee drops to the left side, the right knee to the right side, hands above the head. Exhale, come back. Supta Baddha Konasana in a flow, really opening up the hips. Just repeat this in your own flow, just go with the own rhythm of your breath. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, coming back. Now lower the feet again. Straighten the legs, let the toes drop out naturally. Maybe grab a blanket if you get cold easily. The palms of your hand facing up, and if you haven't closed your eyes so far, I'd invite you to do that now, if it feels comfortable. And just really letting the breath flow and just start noticing it again without changing it, just appreciating it. And start to take conscious and deeper breath. Move your fingers and your toes, just waking up the body. Just curl up on one side, really hugging the knees to the chest. Guide your way up in a seated position, keeping the eyes closed. And then inhale and bring the hands to the side, alongside the shoulders, and then wrap them around you, giving yourself a hug. Thank you for taking the time. Thank yourself for starting the day with yourself, with some self-care. Inhale, bring the arms above your head to Namaste. Exhale, bring them in front of your heart. Lots of love and happiness and calmness. Thank you for joining me for this flow. I hope you have a wonderful day. See you next time. Namaste.